could tell it was an old costume. The hair looked kind of old, and the hair looked a little questionable. But yeah, there were so many good things. Like, I don't want to give anything away. I want to tell everybody, see this thing. You have to see it. You have to see it.
Even if you hate clowns, or especially if you hate clowns.
Doesn't matter either way. You know what?
Get something for you in there either way.
And I almost feel like because the direction the story goes, even though the title is clown and he puts on a clown costume, it's not what it's about.
Okay. That's a fair enough statement.
I don't want to give away what it's about. I mean, I don't know how much you want to go into that.
Well, I won't spoil anything for you then.
Well, shoot. Because I want to actually say a little bit about the history. We don't have to put it in, like, say exactly how it fits in. But basically, the writers of the movie came up with some really great mythos.
Yeah,
history.
Okay.
We could talk about that, right?
Sure. We've given the actual history of clowns. I mean, a little bit. I mean, we skimmed over it a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
we gave the real history.
We gave the real
clowns.
history. Okay, they're going to give you a history.
Yes, totally fabricated.
and that's completely fabricated.
And it was awesome, though. I loved it.
Yeah?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I'm not sure. I'd have to think on it some more. I mean, I liked it.
You want to say a little bit about it? I don't think it gives anything away, really.
Yes, I think it does.
Oh.
Because, you know what? Because part of this movie, I've talked about it before, I like movies we can play along with.
Okay.
And I spent 30 minutes or more trying to make up in my mind
what was
while watching it. Yeah. What?
Even though you were fine if they never revealed
if they never
what...
did, well, yeah, I mean, that was part of the fun. Part of it was me writing my explanation.
Okay. All right.
I mean, for you, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you don't agree with me. I do. No, yeah, I thought it was awesome just learning about it as we go. And I think this is one we didn't talk all the way through, but I think we did talk a little bit to each other.
Yeah.
Which is a sign of a good film, I think, when we can't hold our comments till the end, or we can't save it till we do it on the podcast.
Yeah, well, it depends.
Yeah. But like this, we couldn't help like, oh my gosh, what would you do? Or like, why don't they tell somebody? But who do you tell?
Yeah, because it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and that was some of the things I liked about the movie was that, like, unexpected things happen. It didn't follow the horror movie formula. It didn't follow a drama formula. I felt like I was constantly being surprised.
Okay.
The character, Kent McCoy, poor man. poor man. He can't get the stinking thing off. He knows something's wrong. He's feeling funky. Something is very wrong. He starts looking into it right away. Like, where does costume come from? What's happening to me? What's going on?
Right.
When some worse things start happening, he goes right home to his wife and wants to tell her all about it and get some help.
Right.
Turns out there's more people than just the wife at home, but he goes ahead and he talks about it in front of everybody.
Right.
Normally people would try to hide it or...
Right.
Like, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just jumping right in. He's just involving everybody and telling everybody about it. Like, it was it felt fresh to me.
I get you.
I guess.
I like that.
And then the story, and I'd written right here, story going in unexpected directions. Yay! Because it didn't go the direction that I thought, okay, well, we're on track now, and this is how it's going to go.
It's going to fit right into this horror trope.
And it didn't. Okay. And I loved it there. You started learning about the history and stuff, and it wasn't what you thought it was. Whatever you thought it was.
It's not that.
It wasn't that.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people will think of it and go, oh, I knew it. What else could it be? I don't know.
Okay, good enough. What would you give it for a number?
Oh, man. I so want to give it a 5.
Why wouldn't you give it a 5?
Well, there was some, you know what, I think I would give it a 5. I was going to say there was a couple little corny plot things or little things that you go, oh, come on, they wouldn't do that. But you know what? It was kind of in the tone of the whole thing, though, because it was still comical. It wasn't so serious that...
Right.
Like, so you had to forgive those little things.
I get that. I would give it a 5, too. My rationale for giving it a 5 is I couldn't think of anything that I would change.
That you would change.
There was nothing that I would change in this film.
That's why I just challenged myself to think that way, and I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
When's the last time we watched a movie that we thought was a 5, that we agreed on was a 5?
I don't know when we both agreed on one, but I've watched some. We've watched some good movies this year. It's going to be a tough, for me, it's going to be a tough end of the year picking our top 5, which is a good thing.
All right.
And, thanks to your sister for that.
I guarantee this one will be on there.
It probably will be.
Yeah, how
unless
boring.
Something even better is going to knock it off.
Here's a sneak peek of our New Year's show. Clown will be in our top 5.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to make it an honorable mention since we know that it's going to be there.
Yeah.
We'll scoot that off to the side.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
Oh, and I just have to say, there's a very scary part in there involving tunnels and claustrophobia.
Ugh.
And someone saying, "Don't go up there." I was like, made my skin crawl. That was a good scene.
That's absolutely.
And it's whatever you're thinking, that's not what it is.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
You need to watch this movie.
It's awesome that we love the movie so much, and it's in our 300th episode celebration, clown extravaganza. I thought, man, we're going to talk about clowns, good clowns, bad clowns, history. We're probably going to bore people to tears, but we're going to do this big, giant, crazy clown episode. And then, our clown movie's going to suck. And we're going to be like, So this is yay.
Well, let's hope that it's built to the climax and this is just about it.
Yeah.
Because
what could be better than an awesome movie to end this awesome clown extravaganza? Yeah.
I feel like I should be making balloon animals right now.
You should. You need to keep practicing. You made me a cute little dog, and it sat there, and it got smaller every day.
It shrank.
Until it was like the balloon only twisted into a poodle. It was really weird. Indeed. Anyway, anything else about our movie?
I don't think so. I think we've covered it. High recommend, obviously. We're both giving it a 5.
It's rated R. We know it's clowns, but it's not necessarily for children, so please keep that in mind. Yeah, awesome movie.
Love them or hate them, I think you should see the flick.
Yes.
It's funny because it's one that I think when we watched a little of the extras, Eli Roth was talking about it because somebody had made a fake trailer.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
And then put his name on the end of it, said, brought to you by producer Eli Roth or whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody else called him and said, hey, you got a new movie coming out. And he's
he said people were messaging him and stuff and saying, hey, congratulations on your new clown movie. And he was like, I have a new clown movie?
But he got in contact with the guys, gave them a chance to make the movie, and they did. They hit it out of the park. I think.
They did. Yeah. That was a great group of people to get together and do that.
Yeah, great job.
They had the writer, whoever came up with the story and did all the writing, and it was perfect.
Good stuff.
Okay, so in defense of clowns.
Yes.
I'm going to jump back briefly to Stephen King because he wrote recently online, kids have always been afraid of clowns. It's not my fault. I didn't do this. Kids have always been afraid of clowns.
Right.
Well, I agree to a certain extent. I also disagree. How do you feel about it?
Oh, no, I was going to say that's BS.
Okay.
Because by his own... Go ahead. I'm going to cut you off, so go ahead.
No.
Well, no, I was just going to say by his own definition or his own...
Right.
His own choice to write Pennywise as a clown...
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would... If clowns were terrifying, why would that be one of the things that he picked? He was supposed to be something safe and cuddly or whatever.
Right. He was supposed to be drawing the kids in.
He was supposed to be drawing them in. He wouldn't automatically go to a face that they hate.
Cujo and Grandma.
Yeah.
Cujo and Grandma.
Yeah.
So and you have to define kids because 3-year-old kids, 8-year-old kids.
Well, okay, so there's a difference there.
12-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's my argument. Small children. And especially if you've anyone who's taken any psychology class or child development class or lifespan development class in psychology, kids of a certain age are scared of everything that looks different. Weird-looking people, they're going to be scared of them. A lot of small kids don't even like strangers.
Right.
But, okay, so arguing that kids are scared of anything that looks weird or different or out of the norm, shall we talk about Santa Claus?
How about the Easter Bunny?
Should we talk about the Easter Bunny? Yeah. How many pictures do we see of kids screaming their full heads off, trying to get out of their laps? But if you notice, they're all around the same age.
Right.
So kids that age absolutely hate clowns and will run away screaming. Sure. That is absolutely a fact.
Right.
I think that you said it earlier. A lot of time, especially now, hating clowns is a learned behavior because back in the 50s and 60s and Bozo and all of that, my parents didn't teach me to be afraid of clowns.
Right.
They were something cute and beloved and fun.
Right.
But now, parents that have kids now, they're all running around screaming, "We hate clowns, they're so scary." And their kids hear them say that. And I mean, clowns are going down the toilet.
Learned behavior.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that's right. I think that I think it's too bad.
It is too bad because I think it's in our culture and our society, we're killing the clown.
But it's not. But we talked about that earlier when we talked about good clowns and stuff. This is our culture. We're talking about the United States. We're talking about North America, just us. We're not talking about the rest of America or the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, I think we mentioned that Latin America and Europe and many parts of the world still love...
They're still going to have their traditions.
Their clowns.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's great.
Yeah.
Having said that, I love both sides of it. Depends on what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's unfortunate. I have now I'm going to sound crazy. I have a Pinterest board of clowns, but they're all like good clowns, good, the historical figures and cute little knickknacks and pictures and whatnot. I like collecting that stuff because I think they're fun to look at. But when you do a search for clowns, what you get first is all the ugly, bloody, sharp-toothed, crazy. And it's like, no, I'm looking for clowns. I'm not looking for these. And it just irks me.
It sure does, because that voice just came out of you.
I know. But yeah, it's kind of like the first thing you think of. You hear clowns and people picture a negative, or it's like a 50-50 that I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to take a poll, walk down the street and just, ask people, or just walk up to them and say clowns and give them the mic and say, or see what log their facial expressions.
That would be
what do you think of first? What do people think of first? I think older people would think of Bozo and stuff first,
right? And
I think young people think of scary.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. I think there's a certain age and stuff. Something else that we didn't talk about, maybe I shouldn't even go into that and stuff. There's a certain amount... Nah, you know what? I'm not even going there. Sorry. Never mind.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was going to talk about the power of mask, but that's something else.
The power of what?
Mask. Putting on a face. Putting on something else.
Oh.
Yeah, that
just could be a whole...
goes some other place.
Okay, you better just... So anyway,
that sounds like a terrible...
I'm always going to I'm going to keep defending
Okay,
him
well, we've...
Till my dying breath.
All right, sounds good.
By the way, my birthday is in a couple weeks.
I know. You want a clown?
I want a clown cake.
Okay.
Or we can make clown sundaes.
All right.
Or something.
That would be...
Yeah. A clown. I do. I want a clown-themed birthday party.
You do?
I do.
All right. We'll continue on this 300th episode long beyond...
No, we don't
the
need
downlight. No, okay.
Okay, well, do you have anything else to add to the defense of clowns?
Nope, I don't think so. I appreciate that the rest of the world will keep them alive, though they...
Yeah, are you still looking into clown colleges?
I haven't recently.
There is such a thing, people. Yes, it exists.
It exists, yes.
Yeah, you'd be a great clown.